Hello everyone, it's Destroyer here with another Samurai Siege village review video. This is number 4 so far. I have 5 villages here reviewed, so don't worry if yours isn't included. I will produce a few more shortly, so stay tuned for that. Let's get right into it. We're taking a look at Wellson from the alliance called Miracle Force. This is a Castle 5, so he doesn't have that many walls. However, you are using some around the outside, which I would put to better use. You're not really worried too much about rams here, because they are quite low level walls. I would definitely work on upgrading those walls. What I would do is expand this side of your village so you could fit the portal into here and the drum gun into here. So centralized portal and drum gun is the best option. So definitely widen the base a little bit further to fit those two in. I would also toggle these markets and wells, since this is very convenient to farm. Someone could just drop a bunch of ninjas here and take all your gold and leave. So if you've been off for a while and haven't been attacked, then don't be surprised that you'll lose all your markets or wells. You could even switch up some of these with the towers on the other side. I'm taking a look at Ice Cream from Pinoy Republic. The first thing I noticed was the castle is on the outside, so it is definitely a big target for snipers there. There's nothing really much stopping people from taking this castle down. They will get it regardless of how many troops they need. There are some towers in range, but it will go down. That will probably only give you 2% damage, and you won't even get a shield out of that. So you also lose your castle loot. So I don't see how that could be benefiting you at all. I would like to see an option where you could toggle this and move it inside when needed, but there's no real space to do that. The cannons here are all quite grouped up together. It might be possible to drop a freeze scroll right about here and freeze all 3 cannons at once, so that's quite dangerous there. You do have a lot of towers bundled up together where you could quite easily freeze 3 defenses at once, and also with your archer towers they're also grouped together, so if I were to dragon attack you, I would definitely come from this side and freeze these towers if they were high level heavy arrows for sure. So putting them together is putting them at risk at being frozen, so I would definitely consider toggling like these 2 around, then move this archer tower over here. Definitely have something in between them, so spread them around a bit. The storage is a little, you do have 3 coin storage, but it is not too hard to lose 2 of them, since people will use freeze scrolls. They don't have to go too far in to reach these 2 coin storage. I would have probably moved the lightning towers in a little bit more, since they are quite accessible from the outside with archers. The portal's not too bad. Probably difficult to bait this, but still I would have moved the portal a little bit further in and next to the castle, and maybe drum guns closer to them as well. I think that's about all. Here we have Goku 98 from the alliance called Sengoku. He's a castle 8. I like the rounded design. He has the castle right in the middle as well as the drum guns. I definitely recommend that, as well as the portal. Keeping the portal centralized is definitely a good thing. One thing I noticed was the storage is all open within a small area here, with the exception of the extra storage out there. Villages like this in the farming zone are definitely at risk from a ninja rush, so providing someone uses about 4 rams to get into the core, they will just spam 100 ninjas and they'll just go straight in there. They'll move at such a speed where they'll totally avoid all the cannons, freeze and lightning. They're just incredibly fast. So I do recommend widening the core a little bit more, maybe open this core up a bit more in the northwest, so you're able to use these extra walls you have outside to box off the storage a little bit better. This would also give you room inside there to move your jade lines as well as your assassin's dens. So definitely try and get those inside your core as well. They are extremely difficult to kill off in the middle of a battle, so it's very beneficial to move them inside. I like how you've split your markets and wells everywhere. They are not easy to farm, and also when you're upgrading them, they're also well protected. Also, your archer towers are very well spread out. The only thing I would say is also your lightning towers are also a little bit embedded. They're one square further back than your archer towers, so they will not be the primary defensive tower that get attacked when commanders draw troops in. So that's very good there. The only thing I would say is your defensive towers are a little bundled up, for instance here and across here, so they would be very prone to freeze scrolls. So it's not uncommon that people will use 4 or 5 freeze scrolls to 100% someone, so this is definitely going to be a threat. So I would just suggest making better use of all these outside walls to expand your core a little bit more, so you'll have more room to put other towers in between defensive towers. So other than that, it's really good design. I've liked what you've done here. We're now having a look at Lord Vincent from the alliance called MG's house. He is a Castle 7, so for a Castle 7 these walls are quite low level, so I definitely would start working on those as soon as possible. The portal first is very easy to bait out. I could just drop a single troop right here and the portal troops would come out. Then I would be able to bring them out into the open around here and kill them off. Maybe not so close to that archer tower, but still I'd be able to kill them off with my troops or maybe a fire scroll. There's a lot of holes here where I've noticed you've got the assassin's den. I would immediately drop a single troop there and bring out the assassins. You also have a hole right in here as well, so that's quite easy for me to drop something like an Oni troll and distract things like the lightning towers and the drum gun and the cannons. So those holes definitely aren't doing you any favours. However, I believe you probably had the cannon of doom in there, so definitely try and block up those holes when you don't have the bonus items. These heavy arrow archer towers are quite good at taking down initial troops at the start. Like if I was to use a ram to come down here and take this intersection out, these heavy arrow archer towers definitely could one-shot the rams, so they are quite handy initially. However, to an experienced player they would send in more troops to distract that before sending the rams in. So once there's a lot of troops down here, the heavy arrow archer towers aren't that effective, so I maybe would consider switching out some of them to the fire arrows with a splash damage. What else? Let me see. The castle's in a good place. The portal needs to be moved in. Drum gun's not too bad. The lightning tower's a little bit exposed there. It's quite easy to be taken down early and then send in healers. I would try and open up the core just one more square so you could fit your lions and assassins dens in there, and I think that would be about it for this. Here we have Minim Mono from the alliance Clash o' Throne. So this is a Castle 8. It's good that it's centralized there with the portal and drum guns nearby, so it is quite strong core. Drum guns have a very long range, so the closer to the core the better. I like that you have your assassin's dens right in the middle there. They are quite hard to bait out, so Typically a lot of troops would be engaged before they get triggered. There's also a lot of traps in the middle there, so that will definitely help stall the enemy. I definitely like this lightning tower closer to the core. It will be hard to take down, so I doubt that healers would attack from the north side. However, this one's a little exposed. You might want to switch that with the freeze tower. The defensive towers are fairly well spread. The archer towers are fairly well spread around. However, a lot of defenses are clumped together, like this lightning tower, freeze tower, archer and cannon, so that's quite prone to be attacked with freeze scrolls, so I'll definitely watch out for that. So I might have to toggle a few of your towers around to cater for that. I think that might be about all. The storage is not too bad. Just be aware of people using ninjas to take down everything in there. I think that's about it. So that's all for this village review video. I will do another one shortly, I promise. A quick update on the lightning trap. From what I've been told, it can one-shot a level 2 healer, so I would definitely consider using it for lower castle levels such as 6 and 7, or even lower than that, since you don't have that many lightning towers. So this could be rather beneficial against lower troop levels, especially the healer level 1 and 2. It might be better off using the freeze trap for higher level castles. Quick update on this weekend as well. Starting, I think it's Friday at 11 AM GMT, there is an increase to the Mongols again. The training time is halved, as well as the war times have been halved as well. So if you normally do get 150 diamonds for a 12-hour war, you will now be able to get 150 diamonds for a 6-hour war. So I look forward to that. Stay tuned for the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.